Hey everyone, I'm Darrell, and I'm the other half of You Can Farm. Good morning. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my background and how I wound up here in southeastern North Carolina. I'm originally from northeastern Arizona, from a small town located on the Mogollon Rim. This is where I spent most of my childhood and all of my high school years. During high school, I joined the local Future Farmers of America chapter. This was my first introduction to agriculture and to just farming practices in general. During the 4 years of high school and my time with the FFA, I was introduced to livestock, crops, and farming practices like crop rotations and soil ecology. And I found it interesting, but I never thought I'd use any of it because my childhood dream was to go into the U.S. military. After graduating high school, I joined the United States Marine Corps. On my 18th birthday, I was standing on yellow footprints outside of MCRD San Diego. After boot camp and some other training, my first duty station was Okinawa, Japan. This was really my first opportunity to travel outside of the country, to experience a new culture, and it was really an eye-opening experience. While I was in Okinawa, I would get to go see Thailand and South Korea also. These places showed me how much more I could learn about the world and how much I didn't know about other cultures and how much I wanted to know about them. I would wind up spending 2 years in Okinawa. In February of 2001, I would be reassigned to Camp Lejeune, which is located in Jacksonville, North Carolina. While I was stationed at Camp Lejeune, I would be attached to 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force and 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit. With these two units, I would deploy multiple times. I would have the opportunity while with 2MEF to see Spain and train there, and while with 24th MU, I would have the opportunity to go all over the Mediterranean. In March of 2007, I decided that I would leave active duty service, and I had made plans to move to Georgia and get a job there. So instead of being able to find a job in Atlanta, I took a contracting job with a company supporting the active duty Marine. This put me right back to working on the software that I was working on as an active duty Marine, but this time I was just supporting that software, training that software, and ensuring the Marines knew how to use it. I would again wind up deploying 3 more times. I did 2 deployments with 26th MU, and I did 1 deployment with 2nd MEB to Afghanistan. During the same time, when I'd first gotten to Camp Lejeune from Okinawa, I had met some people and we became fast friends. And they introduced me to live action role playing down in Georgia, and I would wind up meeting a whole new group of friends through the LARPing community, and I would really start to let my geek flag fly. These were people that were interested in Star Wars and Doctor Who and comic books and anime and manga, and I was interested in a lot of those things, so I really clicked well with this group of people. So that was the reason why I wanted to go to Atlanta in the first place. But instead I took the contracting job and deployed more. After coming back from my year deployment in Afghanistan, I was tired. I was burned out again. I didn't want to deploy anymore. In June of 2016, I would leave my contracting job and the military as a whole. I was ready to be a civilian. I took a computer support job with a banking software company here in Wilmington, North Carolina. They really helped me expand my computer skills, and I enjoyed working there. In October of 2016, I would meet Julie. Me and Julie just clicked. By early 2017, I had moved out to the farm and started integrating myself into the chores and trying to learn what Julie and her business partner were doing. I hadn't thought about agriculture since high school, didn't have any experience raising animals or rotationally grazing animals or anything like that. So they took me underneath their wing. They started teaching me their practices and how they farmed and why it was the right way to do things. And I was starting to become a larger part of the farm. With me moving out to the farm and working a full-time job, this allowed Julie and her business partner to quit their off-farm jobs and really focus here on the farm, expanding it, building some infrastructure that we'd been meaning to build or they'd been meaning to build, and just generally expanding. That's when we got really heavy into sheep. We started to expand our goats. We got more pigs and chickens. On May 4th, 2019, Julie and I were married in a small, intimate ceremony held here on the farm. After Julie and I were married, I continued to work my full-time job, and I continued to work as much as I could here on the farm, doing as much as I could to alleviate the pressure off of Julie and her business partner. In July of 2020, Julie and I decided that it was my turn to quit my off-farm job. So I quit my job with the banking software company, and Julie and I decided that we would just farm full-time. So now that's what Julie and I are doing. We farm full-time. This is our job and our life now. Julie takes care of all of the business side, the paperwork, the taxes, the marketing. She does a tremendous amount to get our name out there, to make sure our products are perfect and all the animals are well. I do a lot of the day-to-day operations. I drive a lot. I pick up feed. I transport animals. I do most of the farmers markets that we are currently in right now. And I also do a lot of the heavy lifting and the building here on the farm. I also maintain our equipment, our tractor, our UTV. I also assist Julie in taking care of the animals. Their vet care, trimming their hooves, checking their teeth. That's a little bit about myself and a little bit about my background. And that's how I went from being a boy in small town USA to a world traveling Marine to a computer geek and now a simple farmer. This life is very rewarding. If I can learn to farm, I know you can learn to farm. Thank you for watching. We will have a lot more content coming out, and I hope you stick around to see it. Have a nice day.